I hope you've had a good week. It's an exciting weekend this weekend as the week one finals kick off. First up, we have the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs playing at Melbourne Storm at Amy Park. Team news for this one, we've got Ryan Pappenhausen out, Jerome Hughes out, Nelson Solomona suspended. The Storm do welcome back Harry Grant into the squad. Jack Howarth has a groin injury and has been added to the squad but may make a late appearance for the Storm. The Bulldogs, Marcelo Montoya, he got an injury last week against the Cronulla Sharks. He'll be out for that one, as were Bronson Cherry, and Jacob Carraz has an ankle injury, but he has been added to the squad. The full 17 lineup for the Melbourne Storm first of all. We've got Nick Meaney at fullback, Will Warwick at wing, Grant Anderson at centre, Joe Chan at centre, Xavier Coates on the wing. We've got Karen Munster playing the number 6 role. Torren Wishard, he'll be stepping up in the place of Jerome Hughes at number 7. Stefa Ikamanu at number 8. Harry Grant returning at number 9. Josh King, and we've got Ava Listi number 11. Alessia Gartoa at 12. Trent Liero number 13. On the interchange bench we have Jordan Peasant, Alec McDonald, Tyre Kamitha and Bronson Garlick as the other hooker for the Storm. The Bulldogs, they've got Connor Tracy at fullback, Jethro Rekamama as a winger, Enrai Tulala as the other centre, Stephen Crichton as the other centre, Blake Wilson on the wing as well. Matt Burden, he is partnered with Lockie Galvin at this stage. Toby Sexton may come in for him, but we'll wait and see what happens on the day. We've got Max King, number 8, Bailey Hayward, Samuel Hughes, Violame kick out, Jacob Preston and Jamin Salmon as well. And on the interchange bench we've got Kurt Mann, Stilly Tupanua, Josh Curran, and Reed Marnie drops to the bench. The Bulldogs will be wanting to make a fast start against the Storm, as the Melbourne Storm do have a habit of blowing teams away in the first half at Amy Park. The Melbourne Storm have lost the last couple of games. I do expect them to bounce back this weekend with the win. I'm going to go for 12 points margin in favour of the Melbourne Storm. The winner of this one will get a week off. The loser will have another pop next week, getting advanced to the finals as well. The next game we have up is on Saturday. We have the Warriors against the Penrith Panthers at Go Media Stadium in Auckland. This one is an elimination match, so whoever loses this 2025 season will be over. The winner of this one will advance to next week and play again. The Panthers are trying to continue their premiership dynasty and win 5 in a row, while the Warriors are trying to make the grand final since 2011. They made the grand final and lost to Manly Seagulls that year, so the Warriors are trying to advance into week 2 this weekend. Team news out of the Panthers, Mitch Kenny is out. Brian Toho and Liam Martin come in after a couple of weeks off. For the Warriors, Rocco Berry is injured and will miss this one, but Kurt Capewell will replace him in the centres. Warriors welcome back Wade Egan into the hooker position and Jackson Ford into the forwards as well. So the 17 for the Warriors is Charles Nichol-Clockstar, Dylan Zalesniak, Adam Pompey, Kurt Capewell, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Channel Harris Tavita, Tanner Boyd, James Fisher-Harris, ex-Panthers, he's in the forwards. We've got Wade Eden, Jackson Ford, Lukumu Halasima, the great second row. He's full of energy, so watch out for him. Maria Nurakura, and we've got Aaron Clark at number 13 at loose forward. Interchange bench for the Warriors is Tahir Martin, Demetric Viamag, Tyler Stone Smith, and on the Panthers 17 we have Dylan Edwards, Paul Alamodi, Isaiah Tango, Casey McLean, Brian Toho comes back into the team, Blaze Tarangi, partners Nathan Cleary in the halves. In the forwards we have Moses Leota, Luke Summerton, Lindsay Smith, Scott Sorensen, Liam Martin and Ayaza Yo. On the interchange bench we have Brad Snyder, Liam Henry, Ayaza Papali'i and Luke Garner for the Penrith Panthers. My prediction in this one is going to be a 2-point margin win for the Panthers. I think it'll be a really, really close game. It'll be a battle of the forwards, and this game is going to be won on defence. Right, next game we have in the NRL for the finals this weekend. The third match is the Sharks against the Roosters. Both of these sides have been in great form recently. The Sharks do welcome back Braden Trindle back into the 17 for this one. He missed out last week against the Bulldogs. An ankle injury kept him out. And Brayton Nakora comes back into the squad after suspension for the Sharks. The Roosters go with the same 17 that beat the Bunnies last weekend. So not much change there for the Roosters. The full 17 for the Sharks is Will Kennedy, Siana Katoa, Jesse Ramian, KL Iro, Ronaldo Malatalo, Braden Trindle and Nico Hines. The forwards are Fanua Blake Brayley, Toby Rudolph, Billy Burns, Tio Wilton, Jesse Cologne. On the interchange bench we have Oregon Kafusi, Siasia Talakai, Thomas Hazelton and Braden Hamelani. And the Roosters 17 is James Tedesco, Daniel Tupou, Billy Smith, Robert Toyo, Mark Nelsasquazi, Hugo Salavar, Sam Walker, Spencer Linu, Connor Watson, Lindsay Collins, Angus Crichton, Victor Adley, Nafahu White, and on the bench they have Eden Butcher, Blake Steep, Sahi Wong and Ben Ayala. I'm expecting a fiery contest in this one. Whoever loses this, their 2005 season is over, while the winner will advance to week 2 in the finals. I just think the Sharks are going to have too much in this one in attack. I'm going to go for a 6-point margin win for the Sharks. Our fourth game in the NRL is the Canberra Raiders, the minor premiers, against Brisbane Broncos. The Raiders, they welcome back 10 players who were rested last week in their heavy loss against the Dolphins. The Broncos, they're still without halfback Adam Reynolds, who's still got a hamstring injury. Broncos also welcome back Sibiarski, the centre, after he stood down after breaching team protocols. The full 17 for the Raiders are Keogh Weeks at fullback, Sevelo Tamale at winger, Matthew Timacall, Sebian Sars Chris, Jed Stewart was a winger, and we've got Ethan Strange and Jamal Fogarty in the halves, Josh Papali'i, Tom Starling, Joseph Tapanihi, Hudson Young, Zach Hosking and Corey Horsburgh lead the forwards. On the interchange we have Owen Paddy, Simi Sai Sungi, Morgan Smithies and Atoa Morata. For the Broncos 17 we have the Reece Walsh at fullback, Joseph Karpani in the wing, Katoni Staggs in the centres, Johanna Shibiarski, Dean Mariner in the wing, Billy Walters at number 6, Ben Hunt number 7. In the forward we have Corey Jensen, Corey Pax, Payne Haas, Brendan Procura, Jordan Rickey and Patrick Harrigan. Interchange wise we have Tyson Smoothie, Kobe Hetherington, Ben Tolte and Jaden Hunt. I expect this one to be a really, really close game. Both sides have attacking threats all over the field. I think this will be one on defence. I'm going to go for home advantage in favour of the Raiders, 8 points to the Raiders. Next up we have the preview of the Betfred Super League in England results. First up we have the Leeds Rhinos at home to the Catalan Dragons. The Rhinos have been in full swing recently and on winning form. The Dragons on the other hand, they've been on a losing streak, but the Leeds Rhinos, they will be without Ash Hanley for this one. Catalan Dragons, they welcome back 5 team players, first team players for this one. I'm predicting a easy win for the Rhinos, 16-point win. Also, we have the next game up. We have Wigan against Castleford. Wigan Warriors, they're currently second in the table. They just need one more point and they'll secure second position. They come up against Castleford Tigers, who did beat Wakefield Trinity last week in the derby match. They'll be in good spirits in this one, but I think Wigan will just be too strong. No major team news out of Wigan. The Castleford Tigers, same again, same 17 go for them. I'm expecting a 30-point margin win for the Wigan Warriors. And then next up we have the St Helens. They'll play away at Lee Leopards. So this is a clash of the round for me. I think Lee Leopards will win this one. Saints come off a loss from Wigan last week, but whoever wins this one, if Lee win this one, they'll pretty much guarantee the top 4 position in Betfred Super League. St Helens, they'll be desperate to win this one also. They're without Morgan Knowles for this one. Lee Leopards, they don't really have any too major injury concerns for this one. Next up, we have the Hull FC against Warrington. Warrington Wolves have had a terrible year in 2025. The Hull FC, they'll be wanting to win this one. They need to keep their top 8 hopes alive for winning this game as they're breathing down Wakefield Trinity's necks. This game, Warrington are going to breed a few academy players into this game. Hull FC, no major concerns about this game. Team news wise, I do expect Hull FC to win this one comfortably by at least 12 points. The other game we have is Hull KR against Trinity. Wakefield Trinity. League Leaders Shield is up for grabs. Basically, Hull KR just need one more point to win the League Leaders Shield in the English Super League. I'm expecting a big scoreline to just be scored by Hull KR. I think they're on riot in this game. Wakefield Trinity will be trying to bounce back from last week's loss against Castleford Tigers. But I just think the Hull KR halfbacks and forwards will just bully the Wakefield Trinity in this one. So should be interesting to see how they get on.